I still feel like I have a lot to learn about myself and others, sexuality, romance, relationships, friends, openness, healing, all of it. So there's my social life in a nutshell. You know, I'm very social now, and I'm working a lot, and I'm sure I'm still awkward and have issues, but you know, we're humans, we're learning, right? Egos come and go and dissolve and reform. It is what it is. So how do you do this at a higher level? Maybe you want more than me, maybe you want some of what I have. Maybe you're like, okay, get over with the story and go to your principles that, you know, people have said are useful. So the first principle that I want to offer in one world of millions of principles by millions of teachers and speakers is be there for them. You know, lasting friendship, truly rich relationship is when someone's there for you. Not like, oh, it's convenient for me to give you a short one-sentence text reply, or here's a like on your post, but you reach out for having a good time or because you need support, and someone's there for you. That's, you know, that's a friend. That's a true friend. If you pay somebody, you know, you could be friendly, but that's a different context. So how many friends do you have that if you need support or you just would like to be with someone, that you could hit them up and they could either say yes or let's make plans if you don't have plans currently? I think that's a simple definition of a close friend. You know, I think people who get you, who see you, who don't judge you, or at least if they have a judgment, they'll own it and they're open to hearing your perception, your perspective on what they perceive. That could be a close friend. I wouldn't define it as such. I would define it as a friend who might be able to become a close friend if we could harmonize and not hold harsh judgments about each other. But I think in general, a friend is somebody who you know, you really appreciate being around and who appreciates being around you. You know, I say I love you to my friends, most of them, and it's great saying that and getting it back. I love giving long hugs, and the friends of mine who are comfortable with touch, which is most of them, love giving love hugs back and receiving them. And I love having that part of my life. I love knowing that it's great having a rich social life. It does take work. Having somebody there for you means being there for them. It means if you have something on your schedule and you see somebody posted or said, or you just intuitively know or know from conversation that they could use support, do you prioritize them? Whether you schedule in time or say, I'm going to make 10 minutes and call this person, or do something for her or him, or just say how much you appreciate them, or do the most sincere digital thing I believe one can do is make a sincere video message and send it to them. I try to do this often. I like to reply with richness, so I'll record a video and reply if I'm communicating digitally about anything of significant substance. And yeah, if I have the time or choose to make the time, you know, days can fluctuate. But do you take time to be there for them, to invest in the relationship? You know, families, when we grow up, we invest in each other just by the flow of life, right? But in our adult lives, we don't always see and eat dinner with the same types of people that we want to have be part of our family, our soul family. So we need to choose that. I'm going to shift from this topic. Questions, comments, please post, as I mentioned before. How to find and embody your true self-purpose, life purpose and mission, things that feel stable, consistent, and exciting. Best for last. And I'm going to now use my skill of being concise to go through a very complex topic. And my goal is to do it in 7 minutes to leave a little bit of time for Q&A. But I'll stay later if there's more Q&A. So I'm going to speak at a very high level. And the reason I'm going to do that on this, and the reason I saved it for last, is so you can unravel it. You know, certain things here are really drilled down in detail, and if you've made it through this video so far, you've shown investment, maybe active, but at least passive. So speaking at a high level, for you to get the value, it's going to make you need to be active on it. You know, my Sifu of Shaolin Kung Fu and Tai Chi said we read for inspiration, we practice for progress. And you know, 2019 right now, what we take in, what we perceive, what we experience. So it doesn't have to be read, obviously, like what we watch or hear or read. So at the highest level, your life purpose is what you cannot not do at some point in this life. Period. If you would deep down feel bad, if you died, if you left your body and a certain thing wasn't done, or at least you didn't spend time in that area, that could be a category of your purpose. It could also be on your bucket list. But I'm talking about mission level stuff. If you ask deep down, what is my purpose? And you keep asking why, and you keep asking what, and anything that comes up, any story, samskara, trauma, family projection, sunk costs invested into another life direction, anything that comes up, you process that, and then you ask the question. Now, processing that to ask the question again could be 5 weeks of personal growth work. Time's going to pass no matter what. You know, it could be 10 seconds if you know some advanced techniques, which I'd be more than happy to share. Not right now. Again, I said high level, so you have to want it. So reach out if you care about that, if you would like that. Once you get a consistent and stable answer, just from asking yourself that question and trusting your own intuitive subconscious mind, you accept it. You learn to feel good about it, so you process anything else that blocked you from perceiving it. Now that you can perceive it, you could be blocked by judgment or fear or belief or self-worth. That could also be another 5 months or 10 seconds of personal growth, whatever it is. And then you make the plan. And it's not super complex, and I shared it earlier in this video. And for me, my part of my life purpose is to help, is to build a new Atlantis. And I say the word help because if somebody has $500 billion and they want their name on it, and I just serve how I serve, but it gets done and the goals are the same, awesome, great. I don't need to be on statues. You know, if my name isn't remembered, but it happens, the mission's complete. And I know that and I feel that, right? So that goal is to be achieved in September of 2021. I'm sorry, 2041. Sorry. That would have been a world like, boom, 10 million person city. But 2041. So as of this recording, I have 21 and a half years for that life purpose, right? That's big picture, long term. I have smaller major goals, and that purpose came after a lot of work. And I had other things I thought might have been my purpose, but I knew wasn't the core true purpose. And it's fine to have something as a purpose placeholder, a positive purpose placeholder. What's your PPP? You know, then so you're at least in the habit. And so my entire life is designed around that purpose. And it feels really good. It doesn't feel good because I'm getting done what I feel I have to get done. It's not obligation. It's because this is also the thing I'm most excited about. That's, you know, next thing on the list about, is this your purpose? Are you excited about the answer to that question? What is your life purpose? Or the best phrasing of it you can say, or micro phrasing. Maybe you whisper it, maybe you say it in your head, but try to do something actively right now as you're watching or listening. And so I just love magic. I freaking love it, right? I love when sparks appear and energy work with hands. I love affecting the weather. I love telepathy. I love chi. I love the freedom of spiritual awakening. I love all the possibilities of enlightenment. I love the ideas of instant healing and Damanhur and gods and goddesses and astral projection. I love it, right? I love when it happens, when massive synchronicity. Right? So it's convenient or aligned that my purpose of having a foundational symbol of magic in the world, of a city, coincides with, you know, wanting to discover, learn, improve upon, and teach magic.